On April 26, 1986, a nuclear reactor at the Chernobyl power plant in northern Ukraine exploded during a late-night safety test. This catastrophic accident released massive amounts of radioactive material into the air and became one of the worst nuclear disasters in human history. The explosion at Reactor 4 was the result of a flawed Soviet reactor design and serious mistakes made by the plant operators. In the immediate aftermath, two workers died that night, and 28 more people, mostly firefighters and plant staff, died within weeks from acute radiation sickness. Thousands of others were exposed to dangerous levels of radiation, and the long-term health effects remain difficult to fully measure. The Soviet government initially attempted to keep the disaster a secret. However, radiation alarms went off at a nuclear plant in Sweden over 1,000 kilometers away, forcing Soviet officials to acknowledge the incident. This attempt to cover up the crisis only deepened global mistrust and highlighted the risks of secrecy in nuclear energy management. Meanwhile, the nearby cities of Paribite, home to 49,000 people, was evacuated 36 hours after the explosion. Residents were told the evacuation would be temporary, but they never returned. The Chernobyl exclusion zone, a 30-kilometer radius around the site, remains largely uninhabitable to this day. In the year that followed, efforts were made to contain the radioactive ruins. A massive structure called the sarcophagus was built to enclose the reactor, but over time it was weakened and began to crack. In 2016, a new a new steel structure, the largest movable metal structure ever built, was placed over the old sarcophagus to seal the site more securely. Despite the damage, the area has seen some signs of rebirth. Wildlife has returned to the zone, and some scientists and tourists have begun exploring the abandoned city, although radiation remains a concern. Chernobyl's legacy extends far beyond Ukraine. The disaster caused a global revolution of nuclear energy policies. Countries like Germany and Italy paused or scaled back their nuclear programs, and international safety regulations were tightened. Chernobyl sparked fear and debate about the future of nuclear energy, especially when combined with later events like the Fuku Fukushima disaster in 2011. However, some experts argue that modern nuclear energy, if well managed, remains a vital tool in the fight against climate change. Today, Today, I think Chernobyl serves as a haunting reminder of what happens when powerful technology is mismanaged. It is a story of human error, governmental secrecy, environmental devastation, and resilience. As a as a people faced face new global energy challenges, the lesson of Chernobyl continues to echo. Safety, transparency, and responsibility must come first.